So the other bit of employment that I've been thinking about is, and this is for myself, and Jenny doesn't even know about this yet. I'm kind of putting her on the spot with it because it would require a move to Washington, D.C., but I would like to apply for the job of Trump's chief of staff. I noticed. I
was thinking the same thing.
Yeah,
that you should apply.
That I should, or that you should.
No, that you should.
Okay, I thought you were going to compete with me.
No,
that's
not for me.
I was about to be very worried. So, and the thing is, I mean, I'm not a big Trump guy, and some people might say, well, Matt, isn't it a bit hypocritical? You criticize him a lot, but you want to be his chief of staff. To which I say, it probably pays well, and I'd like that health insurance plan.
The health insurance, you can't beat that.
There you go. So.
And then the rest of your life, you're getting that beautiful one term. Hey, and then you're paid forever. You're good.
Is that how it works?
One term is all you need in any of those government jobs, and you get paid the same for the rest of your life.
Well, now I have to get that job. I mean, even if I have to commute, I mean, it would be well worth it. I think.
It's quite the commute.
Yeah, well, I mean,
if you're getting that done, you might be able to get a private jet. You can get it from like Ernie Bach Jr. He leases jets and stuff, private jets.
Oh, well, there you go. All right, so that might work. But what I'm going to need to do is I'm going to need to compose a cover letter, and maybe you can help me with this.
Being a Trump guy, I probably can. I could probably help you.
Exactly.
Get over the top.
Well, that's what I'm thinking. I did go online to try to figure out, and I posted something about it on Facebook earlier. I was trying to figure out where to download the application, but I couldn't find anything. I figured it's on some .gov somewhere. But,
where do you go for that application?
I don't know. Oh, geez. You know what? You know what's funny? I just realized something, too. I finally got the joke hours and hours later. A couple of people, because I said in my post it's probably a .gov somewhere, and a couple of people said actually it's .ru. I didn't get the joke. I finally just got the joke.
.ru?
Russia.
Oh, God.
I didn't get the joke until now, though. I'm embarrassed. Like hours and hours ago, I saw the joke, and I'm just now getting the joke. That's not good.
No.
I mean, it shouldn't take me hours to get a joke like that.
I don't know. It happens to me all the time.
Does it really?
No, not really. I usually get...
No,
there is some stuff people post on, and I go, boy, I don't get that. I have to look at it for quite a while. And,
yeah.
Oh, no, Jesus, you're going to be kidding me. Yep.
So, or sometimes, that happens to me, too, with song lyrics. Like, a couple of years ago, and this isn't a joke, this is 100% true. I'm driving, and... Give Me All Your Lovin' by ZZ Top is on the car stereo.
Yep.
And normally, if that's on the car stereo, I'm hitting scan. Because I grew up loving ZZ Top, great band, great song.
It's overplayed.
But I've heard it a million times.
Right.
For whatever reason, in this particular instant, maybe I was distracted or something, so I just let it play. I didn't bother changing it. I was probably almost to my destination. It comes to the line where he says, "If I blow my top, will you let it go to your head?" And after decades, I finally realized what that meant.
Say that again.
If I blow my top, will you let it go to your head?
Oh,
and I can't clarify it because we're on FM radio in afternoon drive.
I understand it now.
But so you didn't realize it either.
No.
So I'm driving and I'm like, wow, so like 3 decades after, or at least after the first time I heard the song, I finally get it. It was quite a moment.
I'll tell you what, back in the 80s, like when I started playing and started singing stuff and had to learn lyrics,
yeah,
you had to put a tape on. If they weren't on the album, man, you'd have to put rewind.
Oh, yeah.
And you still couldn't figure it out.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, internet came. There's songs today that I do that I've been doing for a few still left for like 30 years.
Yeah.
And I've been singing them wrong the whole time.
Really?
Because once the internet came out, I go, come on. No.
Yeah.
I can't. And I have to keep doing my own way. And if I can't figure it out listening over and over and over again, how's anyone going to know if I'm doing it right or wrong?
Right, yeah.
Which always sucks because my dad always says, you can't understand the lyrics. I go, of course you can.
Right.
Oh, yeah. Singing it wrong for 30 years.
Oh, yeah, yeah. No, there's definitely songs like that, too.
It's only a few words, though. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
it's not that far off.
But yeah, it's always funny, that moment when you realize that all this time you thought the lyrics were one thing and then they were actually
and I can't
something
get into,
else.
I can't even... I can't do them right now because I've been doing it for so long. I'm staying the way I do it because it messes me up trying to. I got to throw those words in now.
Yeah. When I was a kid on Stairway to Heaven, I thought, and apparently I'm not the only one, so this isn't original. There might be somebody listening will think the same thing, but when he says, what is it, as we wind down the road?
Yeah.
I grew up thinking he was saying, and there's a wino down the road.
Oh, really?
Which always struck me as an odd lyric, and I think in the back of my mind, I always kind of knew that I was probably hearing it wrong. And then and then of course now you can look up anything on the internet, and it's like, oh yeah, I was hearing that wrong.
What's that one that everyone says? The Elton John. Instead of Tiny Dancer, Tony Danza.
Oh yes, well that would
Tony Danza. Yeah.
Well, of course it
was before, but it's funny. Just every time I hear that song, I think of that now because my daughter actually thought that's what the words were. And she was going way after the song was.
Yeah.
Like, oh no, it's not Tony Danza, it's Tiny Danza.
Well, the thing is too, like with a song like that, if you actually think about and read the lyrics, they don't make any sense anyway.
Yeah.
Like nobody knows what that song is actually about. So something like that is open to a lot of creative license in your own mind when you hear it.
Well, let me ask you something though. Do you have any like favorite line that you think is the best line in any song?
Well, to be honest, I'm kind of partial to "If I Blow My Top, Would You Let It Go to Your Head?" But, geez, I don't know. Off the top of my head, I can't think of something off the top of my head.
There's a song by Judas Priest called "Exciter," and when I finally found the words, it's dominance, complacency leads to beguiling lies. How does anyone? I've never used any of those words. How do you go? Dominance, complacency leads to beguiling lies. When I saw, really. Now that's
Halford's a good lyricist.
Oh, big time.
Yeah.
Dominance, complacency leads to beguiling lies. That's crazy.
And you know what? Honestly, too, if you think about it, he's probably right about that.
Oh, absolutely.
I mean, I haven't thought about it.
If you think about the line, too, it makes sense.
Yeah. You go, that's true.
Yeah.
Were you, by the way, you don't seem like you would be, but just because I know, it seems odd, but I know people who were. Were you at all bothered by when it seems like such an arcane question, and it was like 20 years ago, but just because I know, like, there's people people who were in my life at the time who were bothered by it, and it was weird to me that anyone would care. But were you bothered when Halford came out?
Not at all.
Yeah, I didn't think you would.
I kind of had an idea. Judas Priest was my favorite band. It has been I've seen them like 15 times.
Yeah, yeah. I've only seen him a couple times, but always
the first time I saw him, it was British Steel Tour.
Yeah,
and then I saw when they did the 30-year reunion up here in Guilford. They did nothing but it was great.
Yeah. I had someone say to me, and I was disappointed because it was a very close friend of mine, but he said to me, he goes, "Yeah, those songs, they just don't mean the same to me anymore." And it's like, what are you talking about? First of all, why does it matter? Second of all, it's music. It means whatever you interpret it to mean to you. It doesn't. And
usually, like a guy that's gay, usually not wicked into heavy metal like that either.
Yeah.
How many people do you know? I know a lot of gay friends and stuff, and
they're
not listening to Judas Priest.
Right.
And actually, when I first heard someone would say, "Oh, Rob Halford's gay," I'd say, "No way, man. He's just cool. He's the coolest, man. Come on, Harley Davidson out on the stage. Come on."
Yeah.
But then when he came out, people started telling me. I kind of said, "Yeah, I can kind of see it now." And he's still one of my favorite singers of all time. So.
Yeah, I wasn't surprised at all. Actually, it was like those little leather caps that he used to wear. That was a little Village People-ish to me.
Yeah,
and so I always kind of wondered, but I didn't care. Like it's like whatever.
What a vocalist, man.
Oh yeah,
like 4
absolutely.
octaves back in the day,
Yeah, absolutely. So
what about this letter? You want to do a letter?
Yeah, I just and I have a sample here that'll help us. So if you're just joining us, Skumpi's going to help me write a cover letter.
Yeah, we'll see.
Because I already have the resume, right? I just need, although I'm going to need to embellish it somewhat. I've never had a government job, and I've never held public office. I've never served in the military. I'm going to need to really kind of Let's be honest. I'm gonna have to make up some things.
We gotta pump up your resume, huh?
You don't think they?
So what kind of letter do you got? Do you have a start for me? Maybe I can help you out with it.
Yeah. I have. There's like a sample here. See, now I'm worried about the resume.
Uh-oh.
You don't think they do you think they do some kind of background check to make sure you're telling the truth on your resume? They probably don't, right? I mean, they just,
no drug test either. No, you're working for the government. What do they care?
Thank God. Okay. I mean, not that I do anything bad.
Right.
But I mean, I don't even spit on the sidewalk. I'm so clean, I'm boring. But you
I don't know about that.
But you can tell though that I'm thinking about a job with Trump because I start doing this.
I think it's great. I want you to get the job. Let's get you the job.
I start doing the accordion. I like your attitude, Skumpi. Let's get me the job. All right. So what we'll do is we'll use this example. This is from govloop.com. How to tailor your cover letter to a government job. I'm going to skip all the tips and stuff and the strategy and let's go right to we'll go right to this sample because we can just take the sample. We might not even have to change much. I don't know. But this way, it's just less work.
Great. It might be perfect.
Right. And it's just easier this way. And I like one of the things, Skumpi, and I'm not going to include this in the letter necessarily, but I like things to be easy, That way they don't take much effort.
Right.
It's like my parents always raised me to believe they would tell me, Matt, you don't have to be good. You just have to be good enough. And I've really tried to carry that forth throughout my life.
You're right. You just got to be better than the guy before you.
Oh, yeah.
Basically.
They never even really expected that much of me. They just wanted me to be good enough.
Oh, yeah, okay.
You know what I mean? I'd bring home my report card, and they'd be like, Matt, this isn't good. But
hey, you did all right. Hey, you're going to graduate. You'll be there.
Exactly. Yeah. It's good enough,
But we can get people, if you got the beginning, we'll get into the letter, but we should have people call in at 250-6007 if they have any kind of suggestions to make it better. We've got to get Matt Connarton the job. That's the goal for today. Get Matt Connarton the job.
Yes. Any suggestions are welcome.
We're just about ready to have the phone go ding-a-ding.
That's right.
And the Facebook, anyone in there, any suggestions? Let's get Matt the job, baby.
Yes.
Let's do it.
Yes. Well, now the only thing is, though, some people might not want me to get the job because they won't want me to leave this show.
Well, if you get the job, I'll tell you what, I'll take over for you.
Oh, it's a deal. All right. Skumpi Unleashed.
You just have to pay Unleashed in the East.
I like that. All right.
The sinner.
So, yes.
All right.
So we have to start with the greeting. And now what they use as a sample here in the sample letter is, Dear Miss Smith. Well, obviously we got to change that, right?
Right. Now, who are you actually writing to? Who's the one that takes the application first? Who's going to see it first?
See, I've thought about that. And the problem is I have no idea. So I think the best thing to do is to address it directly to the big guy. I think I should, Mr. President, Mr. Trump, Mr. I mean, I want to grab his attention with the greeting, though.
President and Chief.
Ooh, President and Chief.
Right.
He might like that.
That's where you got to do it.
Because that's like an amalgam of President and Commander-in-Chief.
And Commander-in-Chief, of the United States of America. That's how you got to say it.
Well, I could say, so should I do Dear President and Commander-in-Chief, or is that too wordy?
Of the United States of America.
Of the United States of America. Now, that sounds impressive, but that's a lot of verbiage. I've heard he doesn't like to read. I don't want to turn him off I want to impress him and I want him to like me. So I want to, I'm willing to kiss a little butt, but I don't want to turn him off either. I don't want him to be like, oh, look at this great cover letter. Dear President, this is boring. And then he just throws it in the trash.
Well, then you go, hey, Donald, I loved you on the Stern Show back in the day. I got something for you.
That's a good idea. Okay. So
I just want to be straightforward with you, and I just want to be like you're talking to your old buddy Howard Stern.
Right.
No one thought you'd get elected, but you did, and here's what I got to bring to the table right here. Matt Connarton will bring it to you.
I don't know if he's going to like the no one thought you'd get elected part, though.
No, well, I don't think he thought he was going to either.
Well, I don't either, but maybe something like you probably didn't think you'd get elected, but I always believed. Something like that?
I've always believed in you 110%.
I like that. Okay. So fortunately, I'm a good typist. Okay, so we start out, Dear Mr. President and Commander-in-Chief of the United States. Dear Mr. President and Commander-in-Chief of the United States. Okay, and then should I go right into I loved you on Stern? Because there's a lot there.
And then you got that, and I'll say, now, Donald.
Oh, is that too familiar? Oh, he doesn't like. No. He doesn't like to be called Donald.
Well, after that, say it now, Mr. Trump. Here's where I'm at, Mr. Trump. After put all that, we start the next sentence. Now, Mr. Trump, my name is Matt Connarton.
Now, Mr. Trump, my name is Matt Connarton. Yeah, because Justin Trudeau called him Donald, and did you see the look on his face?
Ooh, I didn't see that, but
he didn't like it. He does not like to be called Donald. Very strange. I mean, it is his name, but
see that sounds good. You got Commander in Chief, and now, Mr. Trump. Oh yeah.
Now, Mr. Trump, my name is Matt Connarton. What should I say more about myself?
Yes, you absolutely should. You got to say something about yourself.
Right.
I'm not writing this for you now. This is your letter, not mine.
I know. I'm
helping you get the job, but
the problem is I'm not used to talking about myself. Like I don't like. I mean, I want to be. Actually, he likes people who are bold. Maybe I should just be like, I'm totally awesome and cool. It's a little out of character for me, though. I'm very humble.
As far as my political views, I'm right on page with you.
I should, yes. Oh, I like that. As far as my political views, I'm right on page with you. Okay. Should I maybe include a couple of exclamation points? He likes those in his tweets. He might appreciate that in the letter.
Why not?
I'm just going to do, should I do 2 or 3? Or?
Just 1.
Oh, just 1. Okay.
Just 1. Don't get overboard on it.
Maybe I work up to 2 in a future sentence.
Right. Just
kind of build.
Keep it like you would write it, like if you were in an English class. Punctuations and everything. We'll try to get them just right.
Well, I don't know if
you look like you're smart as anything.
Oh, that's a good idea. Okay. He likes smart people. I mean, he's a stable genius. He'll appreciate me being a stable, smart guy, too.
I don't claim 3 exclamation points, and he'll say, he's overdoing it now.
Right. I don't want to overdo it.
You want to write it just like an English teacher would want to read it. Wow, this guy is so good in his words and how he writes, and you know what I mean?
He'll appreciate that.
So what do we got?
so far, we have now Mr. Trump. My name is Matt Connarton. As far as my political views, I'm right on page with you. And I put emphasis on the you because of the exclamation point.
There you go.
Now, should I butter him up some more, or should I go back to talking about me? I'm not sure where to go from there.
Nope. I think now you got to start
should I
putting what's involved in the job.
Oh.
You got to somehow. What's involved? What's the job now? It's.
I'm not really sure. Should I ask him? I'm inquiring what's involved in the job.
No, you got to. You see, you should have knowledge on what's involved in the job and say,
"Oh, right.
I know this is what you're looking for, and I have confidence that I could be this and that, and do this and do this and do that." And now, see, now you need some.
Oh boy!
Now you might have to do some homework.
Do you think there's probably like paperwork and stuff, right? I could say I'm organized and good at paperwork. I can file and collate and hole punch.
Oh boy!
Like I can staple.
What's the job title?
It's Chief of Staff, White House Chief of Staff.
And what do they do?
Well, I think they. I mean. Well, any job has paperwork, but I think they're in charge of people. Like, should I say I'm good at being in charge of things? They're like in charge of the White House, right? The chief of staff.
Is that what it is? In charge of the White House? It's not.
I think so.
It has nothing to do with the military. It's just the White House. It's the meetings and all that kind of stuff.
But he likes military guys. That's how General Kelly got the gig.
Yeah, I was never in the military. Screw that. But here's what I do have for you. No, I'm only kidding.
Yeah, right. Because should I say that I was in the military?
No, I don't think you should have to lie.
Yeah, I shouldn't.
You can get the job just the way you are, Matt.
I like your attitude. I like that. But
that's what you need. You need to know what the job.
And they probably do check.
You know what? Tell them I have been and always been chosen as a leader.
Ooh, I like that. I have been and always been chosen as a leader. Should I
even picked first on every team I ever played on? Right?
Even picked.
You know when everyone says when you're picked last, no one wants it. I'm always picked first.
Even picked first on every team I've played on. I like that. Now, that is a blatant lie, but there's no possible way that they could confirm.
It's not a lie if you never played on a team.
Oh, that's true. That's true. And I never was a sports guy in
There
school.
you go. So,
oh, right.
I'm choosing you first on my team right now. Here you go.
Thank you.
So now
That makes it. That makes it true.
Yep. Now it's
that makes
it's
it
all
true.
honesty now.
Now, this first part, though, I've always been and always have been chosen as a leader. Should I do something with the word leader? Do you think I should capitalize it or put it in bold or something? So it's like leader.
Maybe just capitalize L.
All right, I'm going to make that a capital L. I like that. Oh, that looks good. That looks good. I have been and always been chosen as a leader. I'm saying it that way because it's capitalized. A leader, even picked first on every team I've played on.
And you know what? Never top of my class, but always very successful.
Ooh, I like
loved,
that.
And loved by all.
Never top of my class, but always very successful and loved by all. And now these also, of course, blatant lies. But again, love is subjective. Actually, success is subjective, right?
That's right. Success is what you make of it.
Right. And that's what my parents told me when they told me just be good enough. Okay. Let's see.
Anybody else have anything on Facebook? Anyone want to call in maybe? Help us out with getting Matt the job?
Yeah, 603-250-6007 is the number if anyone wants to call in.
We're just about ready to have the phone go ding-a-ding.
I see Ricky Litwinkowicz in the Facebook live chat. You can also opine there if you have any ideas.
Hey, you might.
This is hard.
You might even want to put in, I even have great talented sponsors like the People's Mayor, R.J. Willett.
Yeah.
The Mayor of Africa. Oh, my God.
The Mayor of Africa. Well, he's not the Mayor of Africa yet, but
Right.
he's. But I'm confident that he will be. We have a call. I hope this is someone who can help. This is very difficult. Hi, welcome to Matt Connarton Unleashed in the afternoon. Who's this?
It's Ridley.
Oh, Dave Ridley. Thank God. Okay, help us because you're a journalist. I'm writing a cover letter. The Skumpi's helping me so I can be the new chief of staff in the Trump administration.
Oh, boy, you're focused on imperial politics again?
Yes, I want that salary and the health insurance.
Yeah, well, New Hampshire weren't in the Union. We wouldn't have to worry about that stuff.
I know, but I want this. I want this job.
He wants the job, and we're going to get him the job.
Yeah, we're trying to get me the job. Have you ever written a cover letter?
J-O-B, of course.
Okay. So here's what we have so far, Dave Ridley. Dear Mr. President and Commander-in-Chief of the United States of America. Now, Mr. Trump, my name is Matt Connarton. As far as my political views, I'm right on page with you. I have been and always been chosen as a leader, even picked first on every team I've played on. Never top of my class, but always very successful and loved by all. And that's all we have so far.
All right, done. Sign Matt Connarton.
You think that's good enough?
No, please hire me. No.
Yes.
No, you can't beg. You can't say please. Yeah,
no, that's true. Can't beg for the job. Do you agree, Dave Ridley?
You got to talk him into the job.
I guess.
You have any suggestions, Dave?
Yeah, we need
Sorry,
help.
guys. I'm such a cold fish when it comes to these imperial topics.
I know, but surely you've applied for jobs before.
Yeah.
Have you ever applied to be a chief of staff at the White House? We're not even really sure what that does, but
Not that I recall.
I just know that he's hiring.
Yeah. Well, it's a short-lived job, I guess, but you could always host a radio talk show after you get fired by the president.
Oh, that's good, Dave. Okay, wait, hang on. Okay, I'm going to put that in here. I know it's a short-lived job, but I
am a loved radio host. I am a loved and cherished radio host.
Loved and cherished radio host. Oh, that's good.
Now that part is true.
Thank you, Dave. Yes, because most of the rest of this is complete lies. But I figure it's a cover letter.
Well, he gets.
Sorry.
If you lie a lot, you must like people that lie, right?
Ooh, yes. Which is kind of what I think we're saying with the letter, just without coming right out and saying it, right? Got to be subtle.
I guess.
Yes.
And you know what you got to be good at? I am very good. I am great at overcoming. What is it? any negativity.
I'm great
problems.
Overcoming. No, that's good. Any negativity and fake news. How about that?
Yes.
And fake news. And fake news, I think, should be in all caps. There we go. Well, we'll put this aside for a moment, Dave. Did you have something on your mind? Call might have dropped there at the end.
That last line you had now, the negativity, how's it go?
Oh, I am great at overcoming any negativity and fake news, and I've got fake news in all caps.
I want to change that. All obstacles, overcoming all obstacles, negativity, and fake news.
Ooh.
And can take total command of any situation.
Okay, there's a lot there, so let me make sure Okay, so I'm great at overcoming all obstacles, negativity,
fake
news,
and taking total command of every situation or any situation.
Ooh, that's strong. And taking total command
of any
situation. I almost feel like referencing.
And you can even say political or other.
Ooh. Yes. Political or other.
Now, boy, this is starting to sound really good.
This is gonna.
I'm going to get you the job, man.
This is going to get me hired. Political or other. I might have to. Well, actually, in theory, when I get there, I could hire you.
I'll be one of your assistant's advisors.
That'd be great.
That's all.
You could be my assistant advisor.
That's all.
Yeah, that'd
fine
be
with me, as long as I get my benefits too.
Right. Well, that's what I'm thinking. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Oh, man.
All right. So I am great at overcoming all obstacles, negativity, fake news, and taking command of any situation, political or other.
That's beautiful, huh?
I almost feel with the taking command, I almost feel like somehow referencing Alexander Haig the day that Reagan got shot, and he said, "I'm in charge here," and he tried to take control, but then again, that didn't go over that well. Maybe I shouldn't.
Okay, read the whole thing for me again. I think it's sounding pretty damn good right now.
Okay, right, because we don't want it to be too long.
Right, and we want and other people chime in, please, if you can.
He'll throw it away if it. Right, absolutely. Okay, so here's what we've got.
We might have to finish this another time when I come back, but
I'll save the draft
because I gotta run pretty soon here.
Yes, you have band practice. Okay, so dear Mr. President and Commander-in-Chief of the United States of America, now, Mr. Trump, my name is Matt Connarton. As far as my political views, I'm right on page with you. I have been and always been chosen as a leader, even picked first on every team I've played on. Never top of my class, but always very successful and loved by all. I know it's a short-lived job, but I'm a loved and cherished radio host. I am great at overcoming all obstacles, negativity, and fake news, and taking total command of any situation, political or otherwise.
I like it.
Yes. Heidi Hamer in the Facebook Live chat says, you'll need a man bun when you go for your interview. Wear red. That's Donnie's favorite color. Good luck. I'm sure between the two of you, you'll come up with a lovely letter for that position you want. Thank you for the vote of confidence, Heidi.
All right, Heidi. Hi, Heidi.
Yes.
We love Heidi. She's up at the State House now.
That's right. She's a state rep. Yes. Yeah. Okay. Now, so I don't know what to add to that. I mean, that's pretty amazing right there.
You're almost done, right? I just don't know what the job involves. What else can you put?
Yeah. Should I mention... oh, boy.
I'll put on some Kiss albums for you. No.
He is friends with Gene Simmons.
He probably is, yeah.
So that might work, but...
I got a guy going backstage. He's doing the whole weekend with Kiss when they come. He's going Boston and... I don't know. There's 2 different shows. He's taking like 4 days off.
Oh, very good.
He's good friends with the manager.
Doc McGee.
Doc McGee, yeah. Oh. It's a guy I work with, and yeah. He was in the service with him. Every time Kiss comes around.
Oh, okay.
He sends him free passes, all access, and he hangs out with the band. He knows Kiss. I think he's got Gene Simmons' phone number in his phone.
Oh, cool. Wow.
That's how well he knows him. He's been doing it since since the late 70s he's known the band.
Oh, no kidding.
Yeah.
Gene's mother passed away recently. Did you see?
I just saw that, yeah.
Yeah.
They're like 95 years old or something. Too.
Yeah. She was a Holocaust survivor.
Yeah, no kidding.
Yeah. Yeah, 95. Well, that bodes well for Gene as far as genetics. He'll probably live a long time. Sometimes I think about, this is really dark. I don't mean to get dark, but sometimes I think about like Oh my God! Someday they're going to be gone.
Oh, it's like all the rock stars are dying. They're all going to die off.
I know, but it's like
When
my favorite ones die. Oh,
all of them. I don't know.
that's going to be hard. Like losing Gene Simmons or Paul Stanley is going to be really hard for me.
Even the big scare with Joe Perry a couple of weeks ago.
Oh, there was that death
that was
hoax.
scary too, and I love Joe Perry.
Yeah. I know, but
the toxic twins there, him and Steve. Sooner or later, they're all hitting it.
I know. I feel like though I got lucky with Kiss in that in idolizing Paul Stanley and Gene Simmons, I chose rock stars who don't do any drugs and don't abuse themselves with chemicals.
Well, the same thing with Ted Nugent, but Ted Nugent can be a real ass.
Yeah, Ted kind of turns me off a little bit.
I really do love his music, though. I mean, he has some good stuff, but he's a little out there.
He's a little much.
Maybe he should have done drugs. I don't know.
Well, he claims that what was it, the Amboy Dukes, that song, Journey to the Center of the Mind?
Yes.
He claims to this day that he didn't realize what those lyrics actually meant because he didn't write the lyrics.
Oh, okay.
Somebody else in the band wrote the lyrics, and the song's about drugs.
Yeah, it's about acid.
But he says he was so naive to that because he's never done drugs at all. He's like totally straight edge, which I do admire about him. But
that's fine. He'd rather kill animals.
Yeah.
I'm not a fan of that either. I love animals. I couldn't kill anything.
Oh, me neither. I'm the same way. I don't make any judgments about it. I mean, as long as you're eating them, I mean, they're part of the food chain.
Yeah, if you're eating them, but like these big game hunters and stuff, they kill some of these animals for no reason at all is horrible.
I agree with you. You're
going to go shoot a tiger for what?
Yeah. No, I agree. That I absolutely agree. Yeah. And then the mount, or even if you're killing a deer and you're using it for food, you know what I've always found odd is the mounting of the head.
Yeah,
over the fireplace or whatever. It's like that's a little weird to me.
Well, yeah, it's like if you ran a slaughterhouse with cows, you don't have a bunch of cow heads on your wall, right?
Right.
Hey, I do pork for a living. Look at all my pig heads.
Yeah. Oh, no. We may have just given someone a terrible idea.
Oh, boy.
Well, I know you have to go soon, Skumpi. I mean, what do you think? Should I send this as it is?
I don't know. Let's listen to it one more time.
Maybe I'll save it. Okay. All right. So here's what we have. Dear Mr. President and Commander-in-Chief of the United States of America, now, Mr. Trump, my name is Matt Connarton. As far as my political views, I'm right on page with you. I have been and always been chosen as a leader, even picked first on every team I've played on. Never top of my class, but always very successful and loved by all. I know it's a short-lived job, but I'm a loved and cherished radio host. I am great at overcoming all obstacles, negativity, and fake news, and taking total command of any situation, political or other. It's strong.
It's strong, and now you have to say, you have to finalize it. I am the man for the job.
Ooh,
and
I like it.
And you don't say I think it. You say I am the man for the job.
Should am be capitalized? I am the man for the job.
Absolutely.
Ooh, I like that.
I am even by I. Oh, well, I is
Yeah,
I
am. I am the man for the job. And
Actually,
then,
am the man. Do the whole. Put the whole thing in caps. I am the man for the job.
I like that. I am the man for the job. And then, should I do 2 exclamation points?
No, only one. Still, you keep it.
Because it's in all caps.
Smart, yeah.
So to do all caps and 2 exclamation points would be overkill.
Right.
So I'll just do the one. Okay. Maybe I do 2 exclamation points after I sign my name?
No.
Okay.
No exclamation point, just your name.
Oh, right. Okay. Do I do like a sincerely or yours truly or?
Thank you. Look forward to seeing you soon.
Oh, thank you. Look forward to seeing you soon.
And just Matt Connarton.
You soon. Matt Connarton. Should I put my name in caps?
Too bad you couldn't have a stamp or a signature. It'd be better, but no, sign your name like just capital M.
Okay.
And, yeah.
All right. That's what I did. Yeah. All right. Cool. I'm going to mail this tomorrow. Or maybe I can fax it somewhere.
All right. I got to hear the whole thing one more time, and then I got to get out of here.
Okay. Here we go. Dear Mr. President and Commander-in-Chief of the United States of America. Now, Mr. Trump, my name is Matt Connarton. As far as my political views, I'm right on page with you. I have been and always been chosen as a leader, even picked first on every team I've played on. Never top of my class, but always very successful and loved by all. I know it's a short-lived job, but I'm a loved and cherished radio host.
You got to change that loved and cherished radio host. I am a very successful.
Oh, okay. I am a very successful
and loved radio host.
Okay, I'm a very successful and loved.
Yeah, get rid of the cherish and all that stuff.
Yeah, cherished is,
Yeah.
I'm a very loved and cherished radio host.
No loved and cherished. I am a very successful.
Oh, I'm sorry.
And loved. Yeah.
I think I'm suffering from late onset dyslexia.
So what do you got now?
Okay, so I know it's a short-lived job, but I'm a very successful and loved radio host.
There you go.
I am great at overcoming all obstacles, negativity, and fake news, and taking total command of any situation, political or other. I am the man for the job. Thank you. Look forward to seeing you soon. Matt Connarton.
Beautiful.
All right.
I think we got it, Matt.
I think I'm pretty sure I've got the job. I think we should just feel free to just start calling me presumptive chief of staff.
And you know, I got to be the assistant, man. What a great
absolutely,
letter.
Absolutely. I'll be sending you your benefits package as soon as I get there. Yes. Well, Skumpi, thank you so much. This is very important to me to make this happen, so I appreciate it.
I think you're going to get the job.
And I think so, too. And I know that you have to get going.